the water thing?
Oh no, that's the water from upstairs there.
Oh, somebody did water upstairs?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's okay though.
Okay, I can tell. You tell everybody not to use the water if that's what you need.
Yes, I will need that, but I thought it would be quick enough that I could get in and get out, but that's alright.
Do we need any more paper towels or anything to dry that out, or?
I think we are good. I have a roll right there. Should be enough.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, sure. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're good. It happens.
Yeah.
I will say, overall, your line does look pretty healthy.
Yeah?
Only thing is those roots.
Okay.
But there's the easiest solution to those. Just get them cut out. No bellies or anything like that. That's what you're most worried about, just because if that sinks too much, it can collapse. And then you have to get the whole line excavated and stuff like that. But I don't think that will happen here. I just think you get those cut out every so often and should be all right.
Okay. Yeah, how often would you say is ever so often? We've been doing it every 2 years.
And then it backed up on you a little early?
Like I said, we had it done in March, and then it backed up again a little over, 8 months or whatever it's been here. So maybe it was, again, maybe when they did it in March, again, similar thing, they didn't actually get all the roots, and there was enough in there for us to, getting it done is probably contingent on getting it done right, like you're saying.
Exactly. That's the big thing. I would, for one thing, if you're going to hire a different company, I would just ask them just the size of their knives.
Okay.
Usually 3 to 4 inch should be fine.
Okay.
But some people will try to use a 2-inch knife because you can just shoot out there real quick and get past the scaly cast iron and stuff, because in this cast iron, your knives like to get caught in it. So a lot of people try to bypass that because they don't want to.
And I've heard them talk about, too, they don't want to hit the sides of the cast iron because then the sediment or whatever, they say knocking off the scaling, and it can build, they'll say, sediment on the bottom, which can actually cause a clog later.
Yeah, you get too much of that scaling, and it's so heavy that, even snaking it, you can barely get it. You'll just put a hole right through it, and it'll basically make like a trench type of deal. Then every time you use the restroom, it just slowly comes back and fills in.
Yeah.
That's no fun.
So I guess from your perspective, I don't know, looking at the health, would you say it's one that needs to be replaced? Or just in general,
I wouldn't say it needs to be replaced. Just because, I didn't see any breaks or anything, any obvious things that said basically that this isn't going to live very much longer.
Right, and the root stuff we're seeing, you would say that wouldn't be enough to replace it either.
Nope, that's definitely totally normal, especially living in Colorado. Those trees get big, and those roots are as big as that tree is tall. So
Okay.
usually that wouldn't cause too much of an issue. But there are products you can buy to try to help with that.
Yeah.
One thing I know of is called Root X, and it's kind of like a powder type deal. You can't find it in the stores anymore. I don't know what's going on nowadays. Everything's gone. But I think you can find it on Amazon.
Okay.
And it's like a powder form. You put it in the back of your toilet, and you just flush it through. And once you flush it through, it kind of creates a coat around your sewer line out there. And it makes it harder for the roots to get in. So then you can go longer without sewer cleanings, and then eventually you won't have any roots. 10, 15 years down the road, though. My boss at my last company used to work with Garvin Sewer Service. He's a good guy, but he was telling me about this, and I was like, man, that stuff don't work. Like, they're just trying to get you to buy it. But he's been using it for 15, 20 years, he was saying, and he hasn't had a root in his line since. So I was like, okay, maybe there is some truth to this.
All right.
So